Hey everybody, my name's Forgotti, and today I am jumping on a bandwagon. I'm going to be talking about why I hate Mr. Beast. Because apparently everyone's doing it, might as well do it myself. But I'm going to explain why I hate him, because I hate him for all the completely different reasons. Not just the stuff that he actually did and the allegations, but I'm going to quickly explain that. So a lot of my friends actually kind of wonder why I don't like Mr. Beast. And the reason why I don't like Mr. Beast is the dude's a lying hypocrite scumbag. Because let's be honest, I actually want to talk about this a little bit. Um, first of all, one thing I don't like about him is he's a lazy person. Because his history is something that I do not like. Because compared to my history, for instance, I came from a horrible family background where my family life was horrible, my education was terrible, and I became a YouTuber as a way to work hard and maybe have a chance of becoming a successful YouTuber that made enough money to survive in the current economy of America. Because America is going into a downward decline, and at this point, middle class jobs and even standard jobs at like McDonald's do not pay bills anymore. So you need college level education. And I'm going to college, but the problem with college is it takes way too much time to get from point A to point B. And depending on your level of college, it increases your chances of getting a job. And even though it's going to take me about 8 years to get out of college and be able to get a job, I'm never given a guarantee as to whether or not I will be able to get a job. Now, the reason why I don't like Mr. Beast is he had a perfectly great life. Because, for instance, when you actually look at some documentaries where he actually talked about his childhood and stuff like that, he had a perfectly nice family. I didn't. He also was a lazy scumbag because I became a YouTuber because I wanted to work hard to become a successful person and hope that I get lucky and get popular. He did it the completely opposite way. He became popular because he became a successful YouTuber and tried his hardest to become a successful YouTuber because he didn't want to work hard in life. Because his parents wanted him to go to community college and work hard and get a future and get a job. And he didn't want that. So he decided to become a YouTuber, try his hardest to become successful so that he didn't have to work a 9 to 5 job. That's actually one red flag immediately that I saw that I didn't like Mr. Beast. Because that's an absolute scumbag thing that you just wanted the lazy way out in the easiest way possible to go from nothing to something. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Another reason why I also don't like Mr. Beast is also the fact that the dude's a massive goddamn hypocrite. Because, for instance, there's some old videos on his YouTube channel where he was catering to like 9-year-olds as an edgy content creator. Because, for instance, there's some old videos that I think he removed, but he used to be very racist and homophobic, actually. And he then became a hypocrite and changed his brand to try to become more kid friendly. And I don't like that. I don't like people who sell out. Either stay the way you are or just completely dump it all together. Like, I hate that he went from being like, oh, I'm a scumbag and I hate everything and I hate everyone. And ooh, I'm gonna say the N-word. And then he immediately then became like later on kid friendly because he found out that being an edgelord is not viable. Like, he's an absolute hypocrite. I hate that. Like, I hate hypocrisy and like being like just changing your personality to fit narratives to become more successful and popular. I hate that kind of stuff. He's a scumbag for doing that. You'll never see me to do that. I'll continue to stick to my guns and be the asshole that I am. I don't give a shit. But that's the reason. Another reason why I just do not like Mr. Beast is because of that. Another big thing as to why I don't like Mr. Beast is because There's something about YouTubers who try to entice kids to watch their stuff that always made me kind of disturbed. Like most of the time, whenever a Minecraft YouTuber or a YouTuber in general is enticing little kids to watch their stuff, that always kind of concerns me because it makes me think of two possible scenarios. They're doing that because kids don't have ad blockers, and most likely the kid will be so stupid that he'll enjoy the content, or a different motive, which concerns me. That's why I never wanted to be like a Minecraft YouTuber or child friendly because I don't like that. That's just so creepy that YouTubers like Mr. Beast are catering to kids, and it's always been like a disturbing thing to me. I mean, not all YouTubers that are kid friendly are like bad people, but a lot of them are. Like a lot of them have done horrible things and have a lot of skeletons in their closet. I mean, look at Mr. Beast for example. I don't like that he actually openly knew like he was allowing like registered sex offenders and absolute degenerate scumbags to work for him, and he openly knew, because it's not hard to be able to like look at a person's criminal record and be like, "Huh, why are you why can't you go to the state of Delaware? Why can't you go to Delaware, huh? What's this on your criminal record? Why does it say that you're why is it saying that you're registered? What are you registered for?" So like Mr. Beast is an absolute scumbag. The favoritism, the lying, the stealing, the highly illegal gambling. He's an absolute scumbag. And for a long time, people have actually really supported this guy. And a lot of the people have been idiots and have been completely blind and delusional to like the situation, because from the beginning I knew that Mr. Beast was a scumbag. With enough logical like reasoning and being able to like look at the guy and just hear how he talks, you can kind of tell what the guy's personality is like. So I've only watched a couple of Mr. Beast videos and I just never could like the guy because I knew that he was an absolute scumbag. And now that he's actually being like called out for allegations, it's kind of still annoying that he's being only called out for allegations. People should be calling him out for the horrible things that he's done already. Because, for instance, another thing that I just do not like about Mr. Beast is I don't like how he's turned charity into a business. I know that a lot of companies do that, but it makes me sick that the son of a bitch will actually put people who are suffering on his like videos and then record their suffering and then afterward record their joy and happiness to make more money and increase publicity, either good or negative, and give himself more notoriety. I had a stroke there. I think that that's really scummy because when it comes down to, he doesn't have to do that. He can give charity to people without a camera in their face, because it's just so disgusting. Like the sheer joy and happiness knowing that only the people that you gave charity to knows about it is kind of all just ruined when you throw a million cameras in front of these people's faces, make them sign an NDA, and then goddamn give them charity and record their reactions. It's absolutely scummy. Like, I'm happy that those people that he's given charity to has been cured of their illnesses, or at least like alleviated some of their pains. But it's disgusting that Mr. Beast made it into a business. Because truthfully, when it comes down to it, he's a multi-millionaire. And he doesn't have to actually make those videos to make more money. He's doing it because it's easy and it gives him the utmost amount of money. But he could still be charitable and not make those videos and still make a ton of money. For instance, Let's Player like Markiplier makes $36 million a year just playing video games. If Mr. Beast cut those charity videos and stopped doing those altogether, he could still make a ton of profit and still have the ability to give to charity without putting a camera in the person's face. So he's an absolute scumbag for that. That's another reason why I just do not like Mr. Beast, is because he turned charity into a business. And I know like a lot of companies do that too, but the company that he made is just based off of himself. So the fact that a sole individual person is being an absolute scumbag doing that shit is just egregiously horrible. And another reason why I also don't like Mr. Beast is because he makes his employees sign NDAs, which is super concerning because only two types of people will force people to sign NDAs. People who have a bunch of trade secrets that don't want like open, or people who are scumbags who don't want people telling the truth about what they've been doing. And I don't know which one Mr. Beast is, but I think I know now he might be the other one. Because, for instance, O.J. Simpson forces kids to sign an NDA to talk to him on his last few moments of him being alive. Who does that? That's a good person. Like, the fact that Mr. Beast, like, what trade secrets is he hiding that makes his YouTube channel so popular? No, I think he's making his employees sign those because he doesn't want them telling the truth about the horrible practices that he's doing. So, like, all in all, I just don't like Mr. Beast. He's an absolute scumbag. He's a piece of garbage. The fact that people are now starting to cancel this guy is ridiculously shocking, especially when people have been so blind to the horrible things that he's been openly doing for all these years, and people have just been ignoring it, being like, oh, he's a good human being. He's the second coming of Jesus Christ. He heals the sick. No, he doesn't. He's a barely educated dumbass who got lucky based off of sheer RNG. He did something that any other idiot could have done and became successful at it because he did it first. Because when it comes down to it, people only remember who did it first, not who did second. Everyone knows who George Washington is. No one knows who the second president of the United States was. So Mr. Beast got lucky. He's not talented. He's not gifted. He's not smart. He just got goddamn lucky. And people became gullible and suckered into his BS, which was his plan all along. So it's kind of pathetic how people kind of voted with their money and voted with their watching and made this horrible person emboldened and more successful when he really didn't deserve any of the successes that he got in life. Like, for instance, I've been working my goddamn ass off for years as a YouTuber, and I have barely gotten a sliver of success. I don't even have a voice on the platform. And then this guy does a bunch of horrible, egregious things, and everyone loves him. Like, it's just sad, the double standards of humans and the hypocrisy. So it's just sick. But yeah, that's the reason why I just don't like Mr. Beast. Is throughout his entire thing, he's been a scumbag. Another reason why I also don't like Mr. Beast is most of the time, whenever he brings people onto his videos to do his challenges, they're all influencers. And almost all the time, the influencers that he brings are absolute scumbags. People who have lied, stolen, cheated. People have so many skeletons in their closet. Like, the people that Mr. Beast brings onto his challenge videos are absolute scumbags. Like, if a horrible accident were to happen, like a fire, and all these content influencers were to die a tragic death, it would actually be, sadly, a net gain to the world, because a lot of the people that he brings onto his challenge videos are degenerate scumbags that have decreased the mental intelligence of the human population. And another thing about these influencers that he brings on is they're absolute sellout scumbags. Because, for instance, when Mr. Beast's friend was doing these horrible things, not a single person that was an influencer called them out. Very few actually called out Mr. Beast's friend's antics. And I know why. Because they're afraid of Mr. Beast. All these influencers are afraid that Mr. Beast might not invite them to his challenge videos anymore, because whether or not they win or lose those stupid challenge videos, they still succeed and still get something, and that something is publicity, because people will see them and be like, oh, I like this influencer, I might subscribe to their stuff and watch their stuff. Because when a YouTuber with over 300 million subscribers invites you to their stupid video, and that stupid video might get 100 million views, of course you're going to be quiet. So you can always tell how much of a scumbag a person is based off of how low they're willing to go to sell out. So a lot of influencers jumped the bandwagon and attacked Dr. Disrespect, which once again, like I said in one video recently, that was completely justified. Dr. Disrespect is an absolute scumbag, but nobody called out Chris or whatever the hell that dude's name is for his antics with underaged kids. So it's absolutely disgusting. So I just don't like Mr. Beast. He's an absolute scumbag. I also hate that he flexes his money. Like a lot of his videos, he's blowing up Lamborghinis or giving Ferraris away for free. The dude's an absolute scumbag because he's always flexing his wealth to the like 99%. Because as an American citizen, that's kind of very insulting. And if I ever became a successful YouTuber where I would be making millions, which will never happen, but if I did, I would never flaunt my wealth to like the populace because it's disrespectful. A lot of people are struggling to survive in the current state of America and the current state of the world economy. People are getting poorer. The cost of living is getting more expensive, and it's becoming harder and harder for people with minimum wage jobs to be able to live. And then you have this arrogant piece of garbage just constantly flexing his wealth and his fame and his power, and while people in the world are just struggling. And what is Mr. Beast gonna help these people out? No, he's not gonna help these people out. A very few people he actually helps out. He only helps out small, like 0.1% of the actual people who are suffering in the world. And he only does it for fame and publicity and notoriety. Mr. Beast is an absolute scumbag. I'm surprised that people are canceling him based off of allegations that are alleged. Some are actually true, some aren't. I'm surprised that people haven't looked at all of his YouTube history and just said, yeah, this guy's an absolute scumbag. I'm surprised that I ever liked the guy. But yeah, people are stupid. They'll believe and worship anything, no matter how horrible it is. Because yeah, I've known from the start Mr. Beast is an absolute scumbag. Because as a YouTuber, even though I'm a small YouTuber with only 500 subscribers, I've talked with a lot of big YouTubers, and I've realized that a lot of them are degenerate scumbags with a lot of skeletons in their closet. And Mr. Beast is no different than them. He's an arrogant, spoiled rich kid who got RNG lucky on fame and success and forgot where he came from. It's absolutely disgusting. It kind of pisses me off. I've always been working so hard on my YouTube channel, and I'm just an absolute failure. And then this arrogant piece of garbage whose entire mantra is spending more money to make more money became successful. Like, it's just sad. But it is what it is. But yeah, Mr. Beast is an absolute scumbag. I'm not surprised that he's getting canceled. He should have been canceled a long time ago. And he should have been canceled for all the right reasons. But truthfully, I don't think him getting canceled is going to do anything. Because one, he might hire a really good lawyer team. And two, it might just be like that whole Logan Paul or Jake Paul, whatever that Paul brother was, scenario. Pretty much he's going to do an apology. People are going to be like, apology accepted. All this is going to blow over. People are going to forget. And Mr. Beast is going to be better at like keeping his skeletons in the closet much more secret. So it's sadly the fate of all YouTubers. They're going to be like canceled. They're going to have all their skeletons in the closet like aired out. They make an apology video and they move on with their life, continuing their fame and success. That's always how it goes, and it's absolutely disgusting, and it pisses me off. Truthfully, I really wish that much more decent and morally good YouTubers had more success than someone like Mr. Beast. But sadly, that's not how the world works. People like horrible people, apparently. That's why I will never be successful. Even though I'm an asshole, I won't punch a person in the face and call it a prank, and do that all for views. But apparently that's what people want. So it's actually disgusting. That's a piece of why I just don't like humanity. But yeah, it is what it is. So when it comes down to it, Jacksepticeye, the gaming Let's Player, under a lie detector test, once said that Mr. Beast ruined YouTube because it wasn't about having fun anymore. It was about the latest trends and what can get people to click on your video. And truthfully, Jacksepticeye was 100% right. You can actually always tell when someone's right when the friends of Mr. Beast were attacking him in a passive aggressive way for being truthful. You can always tell someone's right when they get angry. So yeah, and like I said, Jacksepticeye was right, because look at the current state of YouTube. People are absolutely stupid. For instance, my YouTube channel at least at this point should have about 20,000 subscribers, but people's mental attention span is absolutely atrocious. People have become very stupid and barely educated, and everyone expects so much high expectations. I'm a very hardworking YouTuber, and they expect me to be recording content in 4K and owning a $10,000 PC with 100 terabytes of storage, and my camera should be a 4K camera, and I should have an editor and be photoshopping God. But so everyone has so much high expectations, and they expect me to be doing the latest trends and trying to chase after money and stoop down to so low as low as possible. It's absolutely disgusting that this is the state of YouTube, and Jacksepticeye is 100% right. Mr. Beast has ruined this platform. I can see it firsthand with my YouTube channel and how quickly people are leaving my video in only like 2 seconds of watching it. It's really, really sad. And when it comes down to it, in my opinion, there are very few YouTubers that I see as my equal. I don't give a crap how many subscribers you have, how rich you are, how popular you are. I don't care who the hell you are. I only care about how much morality you have in you, and how far you're willing to go to stoop for the smallest dollar. And most YouTubers and content creators and influencers are not even close to being as good as me. It sounds a little arrogant, but I mean, at least when it comes to me, I'm not some sellout piece of garbage who has a ton of skeletons in the closet like these pieces of garbage. Truthfully, Mr. Beast is a person that should never gotten fame and success. He should have had a stereotype 9-to-5 job and enjoyed his loving family and his wonderful girlfriend. Because when it comes down to it, people like me had horrible lives and have fought tooth and nail to try to be successful, and we've gotten nothing in return. And then Mr. Beast, being the scumbag that he is, got lucky, and now he's become successful for all the wrong reasons. And it's just absolutely disgusting. So it is what it is. So I'm done talking about this. So yeah, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but that's life. Life ain't fair. But yeah, I have to end it here. I'll see all of you next video. See ya!